It's 11:03 here on the campus of the University of Memphis. David Sachs with you this Saturday night. Hope you're doing fine out there. Gosh, I'm really sorry I missed Joey D tonight. I would have enjoyed that show. Maybe next time when he's in town. Anyway, I know everyone. I want to thank everybody who's called in to tell me about the show tonight. Wow, Joey D must have just knocked everybody right out of their chair. Well, let's take a look and see what's going on around town right now. I don't know if you been looking at the commercial appeal, but there was a great article yesterday about some work that St.Jude Children's Research Hospital, what their scientists are doing and what they're doing to point to a possible new treatment that's targeting a very terrible form of tumor they're finding in children known as diffuse intrinsic Pontine glioma. And they're looking to find a way to deal with this. And the research that they're doing there may tip the scales in a current debate about this problem. It's the largest study ever of a rare childhood brain tumor that's found on more than half the tumors, and it carries a specific gene that's linked to cancer growth, according to research led by St.Jude Children's Research Hospital investigators. These findings identify possible new targets for treatment of a tumor in the brainstem known as diffuse intrinsic Pontine glioma, or DIPG. The current survival rates for children with this type of cancer are very low, and fewer than 10% of DIPG patients are alive 2 years after this diagnosis. Diffuse intrinsic Pontine glioma accounts for 10 to 15% of pediatric tumors of the brain and the central nervous system. The study analyzed 43 tumors. 47% carried extra copies of genes that transmit signals for cell growth and survival. In 30% of the tumors, the amplification involved different genes that help control cell division. 21% of tumors included genes involved in both mechanisms. And this research appears in the September 19th online edition of the Journal of Clinical Oncology. It was published just late this past year. Our findings have potential therapeutic relevance and suggest it may be useful to combine drugs that target the pathways disrupted in these tumors both broadly and selectively, said Dr. Suzanne Baker. She's the paper's senior author and member of the St. Jude Children's Research Hospital Department of Developmental Neurobiology. This work also provided insight into DIPG's origins and added evidence that diffuse intrinsic Pontine glioma is a distinct tumor subtype with a category of brain and spinal tumors known as gliomas. The findings offer the most detailed picture yet of the molecular missteps, including chromosomal changes and altered gene activity that characterize this terrible tumor. Efforts to improve patient survival have been hampered in part by limited DIPG samples. These tumors are one of the most understudied types of cancer because the tumor infiltrates the brainstem, which controls vital functions. It cannot be surgically removed. Safety concerns and the accuracy of diagnosis by non-invasive imaging mean that in the United States, DIPG patients are rarely biopsied. Dr. Baker said these and other research results have prompted renewed discussion about biopsies. While there may be a rationale for biopsy at diagnosis to determine if specific therapy targets are amplified, the study shows that such amplifications are not always uniformly found within the tumor samples. This suggests that a small biopsy could fail to detect this problem, the problem of specific targets, and also that cells within the same tumor may show different responses to selective therapy. St. Jude Children's Research Hospital is internationally recognized for its pioneering research and treatment of children with cancer and other life-threatening diseases. The hospital's research has helped push overall survival rates for childhood cancer from less than 20% when the institution opened to now almost 80% recovery today. It's the first and only National Cancer Institute designated comprehensive cancer center devoted solely to children, and absolutely no family ever pays St. Jude for care. For more information, please visit stjude.org. It's 11:08 here on the campus of the University of Memphis. Please remember St. Jude Children's Research Hospital with a generous donation.